is the multi-link. I think some of them used the old version multi-link for our general series HMI, but now we can use IG series HMI for multi-link, and it's more easy to set for configuration. Okay, so let's start today's training. Yes, it's Evan. Okay, so the first part, I will introduce the print function. We will focus on these three sections about the printer protocol and how to use the print object to print and for a screenshot. And the last is for the project setting. Okay, so about the print protocol. This is all the protocol we support. We support Epson TM-T822 series. And in theory, print that supports ESC or POS command set are compatible. We also support for RDD series printer and SPF printer, SPRMD series printer, and for WH printers. Because there are many different printer manufacturers, so we just list some of the recommended model that supports our HMI. And our HMI also supports use the USB Type A port to connect the USB printer. Basically, most widely used is the TSPL printer. And then let's move on to the print objects. We can find these objects in the display and the print object. And when we drag to the screen, you can see the red rectangle here. It just set the range for print. And when we double click the object, we will into the object setting. So we can set the directions, trigger mode for print or save. Save means we save the screen in this range as a picture and save it to the SD card or USB disks. And this is also options named zone in. It's just for a printer. It will zone according to the paper size you set. And for the trigger mode, we can set a bit address.
Be careful.
It can be internal integers or external integers. And then we can set the save path for the picture. but please notice that the screenshot cannot be saved in Flash. And for the name of the save page, it have the limitation for the length, page length. And it doesn't support multi-level float. And for the position and the size, just notice that the size cannot exist the screen range. Okay, this is an example for the setting. And for here, we have a demo here. So this is the demo for the print objects. As you can see here, in this part, we have left-hand chat objects and the print object. And I set when the HDX 0.1 is triggered, it will save this range screen as a picture, save it into the SD card, and the folder name is print. So let's see this. This object is for the trigger bit. So when here I use offline simulation. By the way, in the disk C, there is a float named HMI illumination. It has some files for the simulation. So here I triggered the bit, and as you can see this picture, now it's showed in the SD. SD float means the file in SD card when we simulate our HMI projects, and the print is the SD card folder. And as you can see, we got a picture shows the state, shows the state when we trigger it. Okay, let's move on to the project setting. So when we will connect our HMI to a print, the first is to set a communication protocol. And when we choose the protocol we need to set the communication parameters. And it's recommended to obtain the current parameters through the print self-test functions. So with this function, the print will print some data about the baud rate and stop bit and data bit priority, something like that. So we can, based on it, to set our parameters in HMI. And then we can using a macro script or the print object to print the data we want. So just now I demonstrate the usage of print object. So let's focus on the macro script. The function we use is print test. So here is a variable a. It can be the test information, or a could also can be also the variable. So like for these two examples, the print will print out PI8150IG. Just notice that the resource data length range is from 1 to 128. Yes, some customers use the special registers for time, so they can also print the uh, real time for the HMI. Yes, it's okay. It can be done. Okay, do you have any questions about the print? Because in my office, all the print have some issues, so I can't make a video to show them. Yes, this example I will share it after the training. Yes, for the moment we only support the terminal printers, not the uh, widely used printer for A4 paper. Actually, we only support the mini type printer for the moment. Okay, so let's move on to the scanner. For the scanners, we also have some protocol to support, and it's just the same like the printer. Well, we cannot test all the scanner in the market, but we have some recommended type, the 14880 barcode scanner, or Chiton CT3200B printer. And of course, we also support some others. But if you need to test, maybe it's better for you to test before you start a project. And when we choose this scanner protocol, there are some scanner registers here. So the first is we focus on the word address. There are two word address. One is the data. It displays the string obtained by the barcode scanner. And this is just used for get the value from scanner. We not recommended to modify the value by these registers. And the second word address is accounts. So that it displays the number of times the barcode scanner got a string. So by this, we can use it in the script to make some functions. And there is other bit address named reset. It can reset the data in the registered data and the register counts. So here is another example demo here. So in this demo, I test it with iData J15 BT scanner. So it can also support scan QR codes and barcode. For this, we use data 0 because of the range is different. And this one is for the counters. This bit address is for reset. So here I also used object data record objects. Get a string, and as you can see, I not get a data from the register directly. I get it from DHW 3000 because I use the Lua script here to make some process for the string data from data 0 directly. Because some scanner, he will when he at the end of the data he will add some special examples, something like line break. So here this scanner, he also add the line breaks after the test. So I use this Lua script to get rid of them and transfer remains data to the local address HDW 3000. So once he gets the test, he will display it in this table. Okay, let's see this video. So here I displayed two code. One is the QR code and the other is the barcode. Yes, when he first I scanned this QR code, he got a Wecon technology test, and the counters also at one. So I scanned this barcode. The counters become two, and the data register and for the data display object, he has two record here. So if we want to reset our data, you can see it will be clean. Okay, I have already uploaded this demo to our Wecon support center. You can download it here. Also, I will send it into the training group. Do you have any other questions about the scanner? Okay. I think for the next we can move to the multi-link. Okay. So we can continue today's last topic is about the multi-link. As you know, before in the general series, our HMI supports multi-link, but for the IG series, the RMD has made some difficult, but now they solve it. And for IG series, we have a new designed multi-link functions. So multi-link functions is through the master and slave mode of communications using the Ethernet cable, not other communication way. And to realize the machine, one machine with the multi-screens. So one HMI connects to other HMI through the Ethernet port and write the data from the PLC connect to the master. So the PLC can only connect with the master HMI, can not the slave HMI. So there is some important notice here. The first, because all the slave HMI connect to the master HMI by the Ethernet port. So the first thing is to make sure all the HMI are in the same LAN. And also it can connect via the Wi-Fi connection. And when you use the multi-link functions, we need to make sure the resolution of each HMI is totally the same, and all the HMI is in the same version. And when this version is for when we enter the background interface, you will see three you will see four you will see four version, and the first line is app version. So we need to make sure the app version is the same for all HMI. And for the moment, we can automatically discover the LAN within the LAN or and the IP address by hand. And for the multi-link, it allows one master HMI can connect with 10 slave HMI. But this is for the PI 3000 IG. For the PI 8000 IG, the R&D told us it can connect to the 64 slave HMI maximum. No, just for the slave HMI. This is the data for IG, PI 3000 IG. And 64 for PI 8000 IG. Yes, the R&D told he makes this goal. Actually, I'm afraid we're not very recommended to use so many. Only IG series, not I series. I series doesn't support it, multi-link. And this is the setting steps. First, we need to make sure it's the same for all the HMI. And next, we click cloud here. There is options for multi-link. So we can choose the HMI as the master or slave. So when it is slave, it will display all the HMI IP address in the list below. And we just, for the slave HMI, we just need to click the master HMI IP address. After we select, we click connection. So after the connection is successfully, the HMI will reboot and display the screen of the master HMI. So here is a video.
Imagine a scenario. A user has a large factory only accessory the master of these HMIs. Click the IP of these HMIs to ensure they are in the same line environment. All these HMIs are PI 3070 IG, so they have the same resolution. Let's check the master setting. For the master, there is nothing that needs to be set. The only setting is the password, which makes the slaver enter the password when connected, but we can leave it blank. In this demo, I set it as 68. For the slave, we can see all the other HMIs in the same line. We can choose one of them as the master. Then, click the connection and set the master's password. If the master has not set the password, we can simply click OK and leave the password blank. If the slave connection is successful, we can see the QR code and the machine ID on the master page. Now, the master and slave are synchronized. The next topic is about the group function of multi-link.
Okay. Do you have any questions about this part? I think you already noticed there is another button here, means group. Yes, actually, all supports. And sometimes we don't want all the slave HMI displays totally the same screen of the master HMI. So we can use the group function. Let's move on to the group function, grouping function. The same group will display the same screen, and a different group currently display different screens. And all the different group can configure with the different initial screen numbers. If the slave doesn't belong to any group, he will totally display the same with the master. So this is some steps. For example, we have two groups, and for the group one, we just want them to display the initial screen number 1. And for the group 2, you will display the same, but the initial screen number is 2, number 2. So first, we on the master interface and group and add group. Set the group name and set the screen number. If our features are not no, the LAN monitoring function is just for between PC and the master HMI, not relevant with the slave HMIs in the multi-link. And as you can see, the screen number is here. The screen number. And now we add a new group. Then we can select the slave to the corresponding group. So there is also some important note. The slave HMI must connect it to the master before configure the group. And all the screen number we enter must already have in the master HMI project. After the screen number is configured, the slave in the same group will have synchronized screens. After the slave restart, the initial screen will also be the screen number set by the group. Screen in the different groups are asynchronous. Okay, so this function, I think when we have a long distance production lines, you can, for different ends, they can check the different program in our HMI project. Okay, this is all for today's training. Do you have any questions about the grouping function? I think yes, but we didn't test it. It's just like you made some just make some enter the value in the slave HMI. I think it can be done. Okay, so last section for today's training is also for the mini lucky draw. And our training assistant, Miss Murray, will make a lucky draw. And today's gift is two panda plush, very cute plush. So let's welcome Miss Murray to conduct today's draw.
Hello. Hello everyone. Today our gift is a panda plush toy, which is the national treasure of our country and very cute. Today we will only select 2 lucky winners. Let's see who will receive the gift. The first one is number 1, and the second one is number 9. Okay, congratulations. We have an exam coming up, so please submit your homework by next Monday. Thank you.
Okay, congratulations for these 2 lucky person. And just like Miss Mori just mentioned, in the next week we will start the final exam. So we will publish the exam link to the group. So you will be last. The exam will last for 1 week. 1 week. So please arrange your time and to submit all the exam according to the okay. Thank you for all attendance. See you in the next training. Bye bye everyone.